welcome all to the seminars. Thank you very much for coming. I'll just start with my respect to Babaji. Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. This is our second session of the seminar, Discover the Power. And last time we spoke a little bit about the structure and also my intention, why I want to offer this seminar. And I spoke about my personal health story. And now I would like to see the topic from a little different angle, why I want to present this. And I'll start with the Purva Paksha. So what this has to do with bhakti. As you all know, we are offering several seminars here at Jiva Institute, and one may wonder what this has to do with bhakti. So what does Vedic psychology have with bhakti, or what does this have to do with bhakti, right? So now we can also ask, well, what does Nyaya have to do with bhakti? And if you remember, I think it was just 1 or 2 days ago, Babaji said Nyaya expands the brain to make it strong so that we can argue for bhakti. You may remember that. So that's the reason why we engage in Nyaya, because many devotees even don't understand why we do that. So in the same way, this is what I'm saying, mind work expands our awareness in all fields of life and strengthens our mind. So bhakti is a non-dual awareness and an individual process. Non-dual awareness means we're not separating. It's not that we do bhakti a few hours a day and the rest we do our personal life, which has nothing to do with bhakti. We all know in Uttama Bhakti, we ourselves have sold ourselves out to Krishna, basically. So whatever we do is for Krishna's pleasure. That's our contract with Krishna. We are Krishna's own people. So therefore we do not make a distinction between what I'm doing here is bhakti and what I'm doing there is not bhakti. We have to integrate everything into our life for bhakti. That's the thing. And because it's an awareness and it's an individual process, everybody really has to see how it fits for themselves. So the execution of sadhana is inextricably tied to the practitioner's overarching view of the self and Bhagavan. That means we all have an individual relationship with Bhagavan. We see ourselves also in a specific way, and in that very specific way we perform our sadhana, and this is very individual for everybody. So I have shared my personal story, why I became interested in healing myself, and then I started finding that these tools which I have been learning are extremely valuable also for my sadhana. So I found that in various aspects of my life it has helped me in some very practical ways, like even finding my passport, some very simple thing, but it has helped me tremendously, using these tools, and it has helped me also in my japa. By being able to quieten the mind, being able to sort out the mental noise, and coming to a level of awareness, a deeper level than the normal consciousness. If one is able to access that level, which is like alpha state of mind, we'll see the states of mind later, the different waves. The brain is categorized in different waves, and in that state of alpha, which is a very relaxed state, there's not so much influx of thoughts, and if one is able to chant at that level, it's much, much easier. So these are my personal experiences, and everybody has to see for themselves whether that applies to you or not, whether you're interested in that. I'm just sharing it. So now, of course, then I have also asked Babaji about this issue, and I'm quoting Babaji here. So he says that some activities are directly related to bhakti, and some indirectly by supporting the direct actions. Sri Vishnava Chakravarti Thakur writes that even passing stool is part of bhakti, because if you are unable to do it, for whatever reasons, you cannot do bhakti properly. Most have experienced it. And In Sarvasambhadini, Srila Jiva Goswami writes that all knowledge is meant to serve Krishna. Therefore, anything that helps us to serve is part of bhakti, just as buying vegetables for cooking a dish for Krishna is bhakti. Whatever you're teaching, if it helps to improve our mind, make it balanced, then it will help us to do bhakti better. So this is just his view, and that's why at Jiva Institute we are very broad, as you all know. In our, Babaji has a very broad spectrum, and he's able to really integrate everything, and that's, I find this very, very refreshing compared to other. Well, let's not talk about it too much. So the human brain is like a quantum computer. It receives over 20 billion bits of information every single second. Yet it only processes 15,000 bits per second. We spend the vast majority of waking state editing out that information, which we're not aware of. This is why we get tired at the end of the day. And the level of concentration is used just to block that massive amount of data streaming into the brain. And this is very hard work. And that is why we need to sleep at night, because it's so much information. And then we dream, it's just to sort out, all this. It's like it's coming from all sides, and it becomes worse with all the digital media, and we're bombarded constantly. And it's impossible, actually, it's a complete overload with information. And the brain can only handle so much, and the rest just goes in the chitta deep, deep. And at night we can sort out a few things, and it's getting boxed in the samskaras, but there's a lot sitting there in that chitta which we are totally unaware of. So the information we process unconsciously includes a vast array of data and signals that help us navigate the world and maintain bodily functions without overwhelming our conscious mind. So that's why some things go directly in the chitta. And we all know if we go somewhere and we have never noticed something because we are never interested in it, like for example, dentist. If you never have a tooth problem and you walk a certain way, then you never notice that there's a dentist. And suddenly you get a toothache. So this is how the brain works. So now the influence of the mind. So we are only aware of 3% of our thoughts. The rest is unconscious. So our thoughts have an effect on our body and on our emotions. And thoughts are forms of energy that transcend physical boundaries. So we'll speak about this aspect a lot because what I'm doing is mainly based on that. And we'll do also exercises to understand that thought is a form of energy. Subtle form of energy. And so we can divide it basically, our thoughts, into empowering thoughts and weakening thoughts. With every glance and every thought, we give energy to the object of our contemplation. So therefore it's important to choose wisely to what or to whom we give our awareness, because it influences us. We create our own reality through the choice of our thoughts. And belief systems or debilitating ideas weaken our energetic field. You can imagine an iceberg. The tip of the iceberg, that's the 3% that we are conscious of. And the big block is underneath. So imagine that there's a wind blowing on top. So a wind is blowing, let's say, from right to left towards the thoughts which are there, which means we're making a specific effort to maybe reach something, to do something, some very conscious effort. That is done with this 3%. And then we have an undercurrent. So imagine the rest of this iceberg is all below the surface. And then we have an undercurrent, and that flows exactly in the opposite way. The unconscious mind is, and willpower is the visible tip, and hidden below the surface are the unconscious fears, convictions, programs, belief system, and conditionings. So that goes in the other direction. Now imagine which direction will this iceberg go. We are consciously, the wind is blowing this way. And the undercurrent, with all the thoughts, belief systems, fears, programs, is going all that direction. So where will the iceberg shift? In which direction? It will shift in this direction, obviously, and not. That's why sometimes we try so hard to do something, to achieve something. We are not successful. We're failing. And we're not aware why we're failing. And this is because of all these undercurrents. And that's what we're trying to look at here and become more aware of it. So now there is a law of resonance. It's a little small. I'm reading it. Everything has a field of frequency. And our frequency is the basis of the law of resonance. So everybody, everything, every person has a specific frequency at which we vibrate. So this law of attraction states that our vibrations resonate with people, animals, places, events, or things, and we always exert an attraction towards what is most similar to our own vibration. Every thought we think, every feeling we feel, attracts similar or identical thoughts and feelings. It is enough that we pay a little attention to it. This creates thoughts, and every thought evokes corresponding feelings and vibration patterns. So this is another thing which we are usually not aware of. We may have a certain, we can say bhava, and we're speaking about that also later, which resonates with another person. And we call it wavelength. I mean, that is already actually quite a good term, wavelength, because wavelength is a certain vibration. And we feel with people we have the same wavelength. That means it resonates. There is something which just, there's a certain level of understanding. And with other people, it's just a different wavelength, and then it doesn't really work.
Call it vibes in colloquial English.
Vibe, yeah.
Vibes.
Yeah. Good vibes, bad vibes, yeah. So now, if you have an energetic, mental, or physical block, then you attract people with similar or identical blockages and patterns. It's like a fingerprint in your DNA, your aura or your chakra. All stored energies can cause physical and mental suffering. So that's another thing we'll do at the very end, to detect these blockages. This is part of what I'm doing with the CQM, which we had last time, the short session, the Chinese quantum methods, where you can detect energy blockages in the energy field of a person. And by correcting these, one can do it for oneself or for other people, then energy can flow, and that can remove all kinds of issues one has on mental, physical, any kind. They're all caused by blockages in this inner energy field. So now we do a little exercise. So please think of a lemon, a juicy yellow lemon. We're cutting that lemon. And now think that you're biting into that lemon. And what happens if you do that? Can somebody explain what happens or how you feel when you do that? Just think about this lemon and biting into the lemon. What happens? Yes?
I already felt goose flesh before I was biting in it. It's a kind of uncomfortable feeling. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, unless I would be in a desert maybe and very thirsty, but otherwise this is not something that we look for. I mean, I don't look forward to.
So as soon as you just heard the idea, you already got that feeling, yeah. Okay. Anyone? Yes?
All your sense of awareness rushes to this area. Yeah.
Yes.
And a lot is happening here.
Okay, excellent. Exactly.
I found myself experiencing the bodily reaction without having the taste in the mouth.
Okay. Yes. Anybody else? Or anybody something totally different? Yeah.
As I like very much lemons, I didn't have that feeling. I actually very excited about biting in a lemon, so I'm happy biting in a lemon. So
good.
Different for me.
Okay. Yes.
It's like transformation in the mouth. Like you say, it's
yeah.
Salive, saliva comes like humility.
Okay, so
I prepare myself.
Yeah, so actually what Savadashi said is really, is bringing it to the point. And the point is that the brain does not distinguish between imagination and reality because the same neural pathways are activated in both scenarios. So that's very interesting. So it does not really matter. I mean, for some people it's more, some people it's less, but whoever, all of you had some bodily sensation of either pleasant or unpleasant, depending on what your relation is with the lemon. But some people can even feel that their juices start because, it's so lemon, the saliva starts flowing. So this is what happens. So it's just the imagination. So this shows us that we can use our brain and our imagination to evoke situations just in our mind to achieve certain results. So when you vividly imagine something, the brain processes it as if it's actually happening. And this is a very, very important fact and realization for many, many, many exercises. I mean, in all these fields of mental work, basically. So the power of visualization. Visualizing a positive outcome can elicit emotions, bodily reactions, and even physiological changes, as we have seen, similar to experiencing the real event. This is why practices like visualization, affirmations, and mental rehearsal are so powerful. They can rewire your brain to create new beliefs, habits, and outcomes. By consciously imagining empowering scenarios, you can train your mind to act in alignment with those possibilities. So now we'll do another exercise. So for that, it would be good if you can all sit on a, you would have to sit on a, otherwise you can't really do it on the floor.
Standing, it's okay.
Standing is also okay, yeah. You can stand or you can sit. So I would like to, and online people, you can also do that. So with your right foot, you're rotating clockwise. Right foot rotating clockwise. Everybody can do it? No, rotating clockwise. Okay, let's wait until everybody's rotating. Okay, so everybody's rotating. Continue to rotate, please. Continue to rotate. And now, as you continue to rotate, please write with your right finger the number 6 into the air. So now, watch your movement and thoughts. And okay, so now let's talk about what happened, because this is really interesting. This is very interesting what happened. Okay. So who would like to share the experience? What happened exactly?
So in the moment I started to draw the 6, the foot direction changed. It went along with it changed to the left side.
Okay, yes.
You have to draw the 6 the other way around, in a way that you wouldn't normally write the 6. You have to start from the circle and go out if you want to keep that rotation.
Okay, very smart, very clever. Okay, so Gagamuni said the moment you write the 6, the foot starts changing. Did anybody notice anything else? Yes.
Yeah, in the first moment I noticed some kind of, I don't know what to do now, and then my hand started making a 0. With making a 0 I could go on.
0, because 0 is close to 6. And
yeah, or if I make just the circle and not the 6, then it was different.
Okay, Mohini?
I realized that my mind cannot be at 2 places at the same time. It's either in the hand or in the feet.
Correct, because the mind can only do one thing at a time.
What I noticed is that my 0 stopped, it was not running, it was like the 6, because 6, 6. So when I stop, the feet stop also.
Okay. Anybody else?
Well, I notice, like Malika was saying, this little bit shock of like, oh, what should I do now? But if I put really my focus and say, okay, now I'm going to write 6 on the right hand, and you still do the circle, somehow it works. It's not that fluent, but if I keep rotating on and focus my mind more, because I was just like, okay, 6, it's easy. And then it was I was easily distracted.
Yeah.
But if I put my focus on it, it's easier.
Okay. Okay, so if you do this exercise again, and if you watch your thought, if you watch it exactly, then actually what happens is the moment you think of writing the 6, even before you do it, the moment you try, and this is called internal effort. This is exactly what Babaji is talking about in Naya. We spoke about it many times, and I'm always very happy because this exercise, I showed it to Babaji also, as this is the perfect proof for this. At the moment you think of it, and this is prayatna or chesta, then your leg starts moving the other way around. And that's the external effort. So first, there's always that chesta or prayatna, that internal effort, which is just, this is basically preparing. Before you write it, you think you're going to write it, because you can't write it before you think of writing it. And the moment you think of it, that already changes. And this is also, this is how in our life sometimes things go wrong. We have our life is like a rotating leg. We have a plan, we want to do like this and this and this. And suddenly something happens, we're not even aware fully what it is, and suddenly we do something which you don't want to do. We start rotating in the other direction because there's something which has triggered us writing the 6. So these are two things we can look at. But so basically this shows that from thought to action, thoughts shape our intentions, which in turn affect our actions. Everything we do first happens in a subtle way in the mind. Effort at the level of thought happens in the manas. So now what you want to do, we want to detect our thought patterns. So this is a little exercise. We take a few minutes to do this. And if you want to take some notes, and you're welcome to just write down some notes. You can do it either in your mind, or if you like to take notes, you're welcome to do that. We're looking at our beliefs. So what we want to know is, what is the belief or emotion that is currently limiting us? What is getting in your way to the next level that you want to achieve? Is there any behavior, thought, or feeling? So that is the limiting thing. Is it a behavior? Is it an emotion, or is it a feeling? So identifying the belief or emotion that is currently limiting you. Anything. We'll do more exercises to do that, but anything which you're already aware of, which is currently limiting you in what you want to achieve, what you want to change in your life. This can be a behavior or emotion or feeling. Take a few moments. Does anybody need more time? No. Okay, so this is a quote of Tony Robbins. Change is never a matter of ability, it's always a matter of motivation. So if certain patterns are reinforced, that means strong sanskaras are created, any habit can change. It's just a matter of reinforcing it, like a japa. So now we want to transform our beliefs. We identify our limiting beliefs and debilitating thoughts, and we change them into uplifting and empowering thoughts. Beliefs are personal reality filters. Every person has a certain image of what they believe they can do and what they can't. What they can achieve and what they can't, or what they are particularly good or bad at. These ideas and images are the result of life experiences, values, upbringing, and social influences. It is precisely these ideas and images that often hinder our own development. So we want to remove self-doubt and fear at conscious and subconscious levels. And what you have written now, we'll do one more exercise and a guided meditation, and you can work on that. You can share if you like, but you can also keep it for yourself. We're doing now a little mindset exercise where I have given some examples of debilitating mindset and an empowering mindset. And then I would invite you to add more to that. And you can now use your own if you like, or anything you can think of. So I'm just reading it to give you an idea, and then whoever likes to, it can be your own, it can be anything, just to brainstorm how we can change limiting beliefs and debilitating beliefs into empowering beliefs. So a debilitating mindset would be, I don't deserve this. Empowering mindset would be, I deserve just like anyone else. Can anybody, if I read the left side, can anybody read the right side to make it a little bit more interactive? Can anybody read it? Okay, good. So I'm going to read the left side, and then you can read the right side. So devotees don't like me.
As I start liking other devotees, I reciprocate lovingly.
Okay. This is just one example, and there can be so many options. I don't have time.
I have time for what is a priority in my life.
I won't succeed.
I will be successful just like others before me.
I'm not good enough.
I'm getting better and better and better and better and better and better at what I am doing.
I can't afford this.
I will find creative ways to afford what matters.
People will judge me.
My message will resonate with the right people.
I'm not able to focus on my japa.
I am improving my japa slowly but steadily.
Failure means I'm not capable.
Failure is a stepping stone to growth and success.
Yes. Okay. And now I invite you to please, anybody who has a debilitating idea, you can add either the empowering also, or maybe somebody else can add it. So anything which comes to your mind, please share. You can also, yes.
I have a debilitating mindset. I'm remaining stuck.
Okay. Do you have a reply for that? And can you change it yourself, or you want somebody else?
Somebody else.
Okay. Okay.
I'm remaining stuck. Or I'm not growing.
Every time I'm growing up, every day is the best day to be myself and be satisfied.
With every new experience, I'm growing.
Every day I'm going to be the better version of myself.
Good. Inainashi?
I also have the negative one, I can say. So I think one of the part is already there, but I will read all my thought. I'm not good enough, or I cannot do it because it is too tough.
Can you change it?
I think I will need time to change it.
Okay. Anybody has a suggestion how to change it?
We all are individuals when we all have value. So therefore, yes, I'm able. What was it? Everything?
I can't do it, and it is too tough.
Oh no! You're an individual with powers, God given. So therefore, you can do anything by believing in yourself. I believe in myself that I can do anything I want to do, and it's easy for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, do I have to speak the positive thing, no?
Yes.
So I said, I can't do it, and it is too tough.
Too tough.
I can break it down and do every day something.
Sometimes I cannot be like others. I only can be myself with my capacities. I cannot live comparing myself with others. So I live my own life with my own capacity.
And that capacity is unlimited.
Yeah. Okay. Wayne?
I do every day a little bit, and that accumulates to a bigger picture.
Anybody online who would like to share something? Okay, so we have a guided meditation, and if nobody has anything else, I would say it's just the right time now, which will take about maybe 15 minutes. And that would be, we could end today's session with that. There's more, but there's only 1 hour time. So anybody else would like to add something to that? We are working in this, we're still on the limiting beliefs. It's a different way how to remove these limiting beliefs. Now we have analyzed it, and now we are doing it in a more visual, meditative, playful way. So in this meditation, you will learn a simple yet powerful method to release these limiting thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. As you let them go, you will create space for clean, vibrant energy to flow into your mind, body, and spirit. This process will leave you feeling renewed, empowered, and ready to move forward. Take a comfortable position. Close your eyes. Okay, yes, you can, take as comfortable as you, wonderful, feel completely, you can even dim the lights. Rest in a comfortable position. Let your body sink into relaxation as you establish a gentle rhythm of deep breathing. As you inhale, imagine fresh, clean air entering through all parts of your body, bringing with it vibrant, pure energy. With each exhalation, feel your body releasing all tension, stress, and heaviness. Breathe naturally now. Allow the energy of your breath to flow through you, relaxing every part of your body more and more with every cycle of breath. Now that you are deeply relaxed, I invite you to imagine a box with a heavy lid. Use your imagination to create this box in your mind. Make it as large as you wish. It might be an ornate, old-fashioned box or a sleek, modern one. Notice its shape, its color, and its features. This box holds all your limiting thoughts, beliefs, fears, and emotions that no longer serve you. Trust that everything stored in this box is ready to be released. Now you will be guided to remove, one at a time, 3 items from your box that are ready to be released. Trust that whatever you pull out will be the most important item for you to let go of at this moment. Turn your attention to the box. Raise the heavy lid just a little, just enough to remove 1 item. Don't rush. As you lift this item out, notice it, but do not analyze it. Trust that your higher self knows exactly what this represents. Gently release it. Let it float up and away from you. Watch it drift further and further, higher and higher, until it disappears completely, never to return. Let it go. Now imagine a radiant white energy surrounding you completely. This energy flows effortlessly through your entire being, filling your mind, body, and spirit with refreshing, invigorating vitality. Feel yourself becoming lighter, freer, and more open with each passing moment. Allow this vibrant energy to flow through you now, cleansing, renewing, and uplifting every part of your being. Now turn your attention back to the box. Slowly raise the heavy lid once again, just enough to remove 1 more item. Trust your intuition as you lift it out. There is no need to analyze or understand what it represents. Simply know that this too is ready to be released. As you lift it out, let it float up and away from you. Watch it rise higher and higher until it vanishes completely, never to return. Feel the space this release creates within you and notice how much lighter you feel. Bring your awareness back to the radiant white energy flowing through your entire being, invigorating you with new energy, feeling lighter and freer. Feel this vibrant energy now. Now repeat the process one more time. Open the box, raise the lid slightly, and lift out one more item. Trust that this is the next most important thing for you to let go. Take it out and let it flow away from you, never to return. Let go. Now that you have released what no longer serves you, take a moment to notice how you feel. Sense the spaciousness within, the lightness and the renewed energy filling your being. Now imagine the radiant white energy surrounding you completely and filling your entire being with refreshing energy. Feeling lighter, feel this vibrant energy now. Imagine it wrapping around you like a warm embrace, sealing this moment of release and renewal. In this state of peace and newfound freedom, silently repeat these affirmations to yourself. I am free from what no longer serves me. I'm filled with light, love, and vibrant energy. I trust in the process of letting go and welcoming growth. Carry this sense of lightness and freedom with you, knowing that you are infinitely supported by this energy of love and renewal. Embrace this moment as an opportunity to create a life aligned with your highest truth and deepest joy. It is time to return now to full waking consciousness. Take a deep breath in, filling yourself with gratitude for this practice, for your willingness to release, and for the clarity and freedom you have created within. When you're ready, gently bring your awareness back to the present moment. Wiggle your fingers and toes and feel yourself reconnecting with your body. Know that you can return to this practice anytime you feel the need to let go and replenish your energy. Thank you for allowing yourself this time to relax, release, and renew. May you move forward with an open heart, a clear mind, and a spirit full of possibility. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Nobody fell asleep?
No. Yes, of course not.
Would anybody like to share anything?
For me, your whole lecture was about Lila Smaran.
Yeah, you said that.
What you focus,
yeah.
What you choose to focus your attention on is what you will become.
Right.
Shastra says that.
It's true.
Sadhana bhavira jaha, siddha deha, you'll turn.
Yeah,
and
so
then in the meditation, you have to imagine a box, right, with a heavy lid. You can just imagine, okay, it's the kunja and I'm decorating it and I'm throwing all the rubbish out. So for me it was very interesting, very helpful for my bhajan.
Wonderful. I mean, this is really meant to play with. Everybody can take what they can use for themselves. It's yeah, it's nice. I mean, this is according to your bhava. We speak about, well, today we didn't find the time, but let's see how much more is there. Few more things about thought energy, influence. So we'll speak about thoughts on others, but I think we still have a few more. You want to share something, Gangamuni? Anybody? Yes, yes, please, Manu. Okay.
I find this experience of like having the awareness what I want to leave, 3 things, and imagining them that I'm going to leave them. That was very powerful, and it also gives me hope that now I'm not gonna looking back, like I'm not gonna get them back when I go back. So
yeah, they are gone.
Yeah.
Floating away.
Yeah.
Good, nice, thank you. Manu?
I drifted off from the meditation and started to feel you, and to my mind came that I want to thank you very much for that you are sharing actually all your experiences. I think that's wonderful.
Okay, thank you very much. And drifting off is actually it's actually a good sign, because the subconsciousness understands everything, and we think we drift off, but the fact that we come back means we didn't fall asleep or anything like that. Otherwise we would wake up. It's just that it goes so deep directly into the subconsciousness, and there it works. So it's usually considered a good thing. It's not like it should happen, but if it happens, it's absolutely fine. It works as well. Whether you drift away or not makes no difference. Thank you. Thank you very much. Anybody else? I think we are exactly on time to finish today's lesson. And next, if you're interested to continue, we could next time, then it gets really interesting, how we influence others with our thoughts, and for that we'll do exercises. So yeah, that's the awareness which we want to create for others, and then I would like to share some extraordinary psi things, just to see what examples of a parrot, of children, you know, just to see what the mind is really capable of doing. If you're not, you know, it's only our limiting thoughts, which think we cannot do this, we cannot do that, just to give some inspiration. Yeah, so that would take one more session, and I would end with a demonstration of one or two of the coaching and healing techniques which I'm using. I would do it with a whole group, and then whoever is interested in more. There's only so much I can do here with a group, naturally, but all of these points have so much more to them, which a lot can be done only on an individual level. We'll also speak about the mind, the brain waves, and ways how to influence brain waves through sound. That's also a very interesting topic.
Waiting for your next session.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, onliners. Hare Krishna.